Monkey Man is a rare action movie in that partway through the movie, I said to myself, man, I kind of want the action to stop so that we can get back to the story. And it's not because the action is bad, it's actually quite good. But the story was so emotional and the character was so interesting that I found myself more captivated by the somber journey than the action set pieces. And I can't really say that about a lot of other revenge action flicks. With Dev Patel's first directorial debut, he has created an emotional action extravaganza that, to my surprise, has stuck with me in the last couple of days. Monkey Man has a pretty simple premise. Dev plays a character named Kid. When Kid is little, he suffers a massive injustice at the hands of an evil man, and when Kid grows up, he stops at nothing to exact revenge on the man or group that has caused him so much pain. What happens next is a tour de force of action, pain, and redemption. So I'll start here with one of the main reasons why people are showing up to this movie: the action. Now, I don't really know what others are saying about this movie when it specifically relates to the action because I tend to shy away from reading reviews before I record so that my opinion isn't tainted. But I will admit, I thought the action was fine. The action in Monkey Man didn't really blow me away, but it also didn't bore me either. I thought it was perfectly good and average. Now, there are two problems I found with the action. The first is there are other movies in this genre, such as John Wick, that have raised the bar so high with inventive, exhilarating action set pieces. And in particular, I'm speaking of John Wick 2 and John Wick 4. The first and third movie I thought were like fine, they're just okay. But Wick 2 and Wick 4 are so damn good that it's hard to live up to how great they are. And unfortunately, Monkey Man doesn't come anywhere near those two movies, at least when it comes to the action set pieces. Now, when it comes to story and character, Monkey Man blows John Wick out of the water, and it's not even close. But we'll get to that in a bit. Secondly, the action in Monkey Man is shot with extreme shaky cam. I personally am not a fan of shaky cam set pieces. I prefer fight scenes to be shot wide and on sticks so that I can see what's happening and enjoy the slick choreography. I understand why this method is used. The intention is to, make the fight scenes more visceral and raw. But I'd argue that you can still achieve this with locking the camera off instead of shaking the camera so much it feels like the camera operator is having a seizure. But again, I'm not saying the action is bad. The last set piece that closes this film is pretty damn fun and exciting. I'm just saying that the shaky cam wasn't very effective for me, and to be honest, pound for pound, I've seen better fight scenes from other action films. So where I think this movie shines, and the sole reason why it stuck with me, is that it has a pretty powerful and effective story. This isn't just a big dumb action movie. This is a movie with something to say. And Dev Patel's performance here is off the charts. The guy is a damn movie star and needs to be the leading man in more films. He is so damn good. And Kid's journey is somber and raw. And the first 40 minutes of this movie I thought was absolutely captivating. And Patel does something pretty interesting to the structure. And the first 40 minutes or so, we know this guy is out for revenge, but we don't really know why he wants revenge. We're given some like loose ideas about what happened to him as a child, but we don't have the full context. And we actually don't obtain the full context until the second half of the film, and I thought that was kind of brilliant. The reason why he wants revenge builds and builds and builds. And when we finally get the flashback that has been restricted to us, it hits us with a massive gut punch. On top of that, when we do get the full context, the revenge expands from a personal revenge story to revenge on people of power. This movie is a critique on people of power and what people will do to obtain that power and how their actions affect the little people. And that's what I love most about this movie. What starts as a simple revenge tale evolves into something much bigger and significant. I honestly have been thinking about going to watch this again, and it's funny because I want to watch it again, not because of the action scenes. I want to watch it again because I love the character's journey that I want to go on that journey again. And I can't say the same thing about most other action movies. Most action movies care more about the action than the story, but Monkey Man has somehow able to achieve both a great story and some good action. In the end, I absolutely recommend Monkey Man, especially if you love these type of movies. Is the action on par with something like John Wick? Not really, if I'm being honest, but what it may lack in the action department, it absolutely makes up for it with a captivating and emotional story. And again, I really want to hammer this point home so that you all don't yell at me in the comments. The action in this film is good and it's fun. I just don't think it's anything spectacular and it didn't blow my mind. And the shaky cam really bothered me. So I'd say show up for the action, stay for the story.